We live?
Hey, we are live.
Welcome, welcome. Finally, we are here. Oh my gosh, I am so
Yes.
excited. We're streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram as well. And somebody already saying hi. I met you on Alaskan cruise last year. Oh, thank you for
Thank you for joining.
joining. So happy to be able to interact live with you. So nice to see you guys. Thank you, Mark. Welcome, everyone.
James says, I hope it works this time, although it's April Fool's. So
Oh, yes, for you it is. Well, it's not a joke.
yes,
Um,
we are live. Hey
yes,
Rob, how
for
are you?
us it's actually April 2nd, so I totally forgot that it's April 1st on the East Coast and I guess the West Coast, the entire America. is
Yeah,
still-
we're actually in the future right now, guys. We're kind of like
from the future.
a day ahead.
And guess what time it is right now? For us,
Oh my gosh.
it is 8 a.m.
8 a.m. Yes.
Well, we finally figured out the Wi-Fi situation and the timing situation as well, because right now we are 12 hours away, and it was a little tricky to set up the live stream. Do we set up for
Yeah.
your time, for
Or
our
our time, yeah. But first off, we'd like to say we're sorry for we tried to set up the live stream. I think it was like last week or last month or something, and then we had to cancel
Well,
it.
it's already today is April, so
Yeah,
last month.
we had to cancel it, and due to the internet situation, we thought the internet was going to be much better, and it really wasn't for streaming. And I didn't want to come on and stream and then the signals drop and then everything gets blurry. So we decided we're going to wait till we get the perfect opportunity, and now this is the perfect opportunity, so we're live. But we know we won't have any issues.
And we will be having the perfect opportunity for the next 2 months.
Yes, 2 months. Yes, we're going to be live. Yes, for the next 2 months for sure. And we're going to be good. Thank you guys for all the congratulations.
Yes, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. We are so happy. We had an incredible ceremony.
Oh my gosh, so many people saying hi. Okay, we're going to have to try to keep up to all this.
Yep. Yolanda is
Yolanda's
here.
here.
Hi, thank you
Hi.
so much.
James.
Denise, Deborah,
Deborah.
John.
Florence is
Yes.
here. Christine, Kelly, G. So great to see all you guys here.
Justin, West Coast cultured. You living in Hawaii? Congrats. We have actually been out of Hawaii since October 2021. We
Yeah.
left Hawaii, and now we're full-time traveling.
So did you tell them what time it is here right now?
Yes, it's 8 a.m.
Yeah, it's 8 a.m. We haven't had coffee, so we're trying to fake it as if we're like high on energy right now.
I'm actually high on energy because I'm so excited to be live finally.
This is true. This is
And
true.
even when we were in New York before leaving to Maldives, we were trying to
Go
go live,
live.
but we actually had COVID
Well,
before.
you got COVID. I didn't get
Oh,
it.
you didn't get
Yes,
it.
I didn't get it.
Well, our entire family
Yes,
got COVID
yes.
besides Devon. And so it was just enough time to quarantine and everything just before we had to leave to the Maldives and get married.
Yeah.
So yes, that is the reason really we had to cancel a couple of times.
So it's a lot we have to catch up on, and I'm trying to do this in an incremental state. But obviously, we're not going to push everything all in one video and make this a long, drawn-out live because, again, we are going to be going live much more often now because we have excellent Wi-Fi. We are in an office space where we're getting some work done, and Wi-Fi is not going to be an issue. So when we say we're going live, we're going live.
Andrew says, hello from Alaska. Congratulations.
Thank you.
5 p.m. here, so all good on the West Coast.
Yeah, we were trying to figure out what time would be best for most of our viewers based on, the time zone we're in. So we figured, it's best for us to go at this time. So hopefully that all works out.
Ramos is here. JTB, what's up, fam? My boy DTP.
Yeah. So where do we start? So as you guys know, if you've been watching our YouTube channel, those on Instagram, we are posting videos on our cruise that we went. We went on a back-to-back cruise to the southern part of the Caribbean, and we're still posting videos on that. We're currently on the second ship, which is Royal Caribbean Voyages of the Sea. We just published a video yesterday, I believe, or the day before yesterday, on the complete walking tour of the Voyages of the Sea. So if we have any cruises, listening or watching, definitely you could check that out if you're planning on going on that particular cruise ship, because we go in depth. The next video we're going to be putting out is a couple of ports of call, and of course, you guys always know we do pros and cons of pretty much everywhere we stay or whatever it is that we're doing. So the pros and cons are going to be coming out for that cruise ship as well, because we all know not everything is perfect, right?
Yeah, Angel Moon Star says on Instagram, had an awesome time in Hawaii thanks to all your ideas. You guys are great. Congrats on your wedding. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, we have someone from Melbourne, Australia. Gail. Hello. Congrats, you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
All the, your videos are the best. Oh, thank you, Jess.
Cheryl says, just discovered your channel. Love your detailed, comprehensive ship tour of the Voyages of the Seas. Nicely done. Super helpful as we are preparing for our trip on this ship. And congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Glad to be of help.
Voyager, we still have quite a few
videos.
Yes. And we have a very interesting special video coming out soon from the Voyagers.
That's right. Should we give them just a little bit of insight?
Sure.
So on the Voyages of the Seas, we decided to do something really different this time on one of our videos. So our experience on Voyages of the Sea was really great. And I think what made it really great, and I'm talking about on the cruise ship, not, ports of call, is that the crew was amazing. Like our cabin steward, super amazing. And in the dining area where we were having our dinners, the staff was just amazing. So much so that we decided to interview them, because they have such interesting stories. You would not believe the stories they were telling us. And, sometimes when we do go on these cruise ships and we're on vacation mode and, people are treating us nice, and I think we could all agree that the staff on cruise ships are really, really great. Yes, there are times that, you might not have a great experience,
but the other ship that we went in LC.
Right, exactly. Sometimes, the crew members can be just very direct. They stay in their lane and, they're not really outgoing. But for the most part, I think we could all agree that most cruise ships, the staff are really outgoing. But a lot of times we don't understand that these people, they also have a life and they have a story as well. They're not just there to kind of just cater to you, and the catering is amazing, but they also have a backstory. So what we decided to do was to interview the people that took care of us. And when I say they took care of us, they took care of us. They went above and beyond what they're technically supposed to do. And I don't want to give too much away, but that video is going to be coming out where we interview them and we learn a little bit about their life, their personal life, where they talk about where they're from and their families back home, and how they're putting their kids through school. And it's a lot, but it's an amazing piece, I think. And I think, when it does come out, you guys should definitely watch it just so you can get an insight on their personal lives, which is really great.
And they all have their own stories and also goals, personal goals.
Yes,
which is really cool.
And of course, we don't think about people's personal goals, right? So it's awesome. Really, really cool.
And it's really awesome. I would never expect people who work on cruise ships, they actually have high education as well.
Yes.
A lot of people, they went to school, they are accountants.
Yes, they're very knowledgeable.
Yeah, and yet they work in a dining area. And some of you might think, okay, people coming from third world country working in the dining room, they're probably not educated. This is wrong.
Yeah.
Again, the reason why they are doing this is because sometimes their husbands are working there, so they want to be with their family. Yes, and it is possible.
Yes, that's another thing.
And also, sometimes they are waiting for a position to open up. So while they're waiting, they just take up other jobs, and they're so humble and they really don't mind.
Yeah, they do have a lot of goals, and the cruise ship is not the end it be all for these people. They work, they have accomplishments. Once they reach their goals, they're out of the cruise ship industry and they're doing their own personal businesses and building hotels back home. Incredible story, and I highly suggest you guys watch it when we do put it out. I'm really glad that we did that.
just says, hey guys, I found you from your Portugal videos.
Oh,
You've
awesome.
been so helpful for my upcoming trip. Yeah, so excited for
We
you,
can't wait to go
Jess.
back to Portugal, but we're going to go more south of Portugal because we did north.
And islands of Portugal.
And the islands, yes, of course, Azores and all the other islands.
Mhm.
West Coast Culture says, any budget and planning tips for being a full-time traveler? I work remote, and I want to put my stuff in storage and do this.
This is exactly what we
Exactly
did.
what we did.
Our home is pretty much our storage.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's really hard to say any budget planning tips. It really depends on the country. It depends on your budget also. So
Well, if you
I'm not sure how to answer that.
so as a full-time traveler, I think the main advantage is the fact that
Flexible.
you're flexible. Yes. Number one above everything is the flexibility. You fly when you want to fly. You book when you want to book. You stay as long as you need to get the best rates. There are times where Irene and I would say, okay, we want to fly to this country. And we start looking at flights. And then Irene will be like, oh my gosh, like the flights are really high. But it says, oh, if you wait till Wednesday, and it might be, I don't know, maybe a Sunday. If we wait till Wednesday, the price drops like 80%. And we're like, okay, I guess we'll just have to wait till Wednesday. And you just, book somewhere like an Airbnb or a small hotel just to get those few days out the way. And then you fly on Wednesday and you save yourself a lot of money that way.
I would say a big tip for traveling is try to pack light.
Yes, that's another thing.
Also, I know in America it is very common to have a check-in for 50 pounds, but a lot of other places is actually 20 kilos, which is 44 pounds, and 7-kilo handbag, which is only 15 pounds. So try not to overpack to avoid the fees. And the check-in luggage can be quite expensive as well. So, for example, we flew in just now from Maldives to big reveal where we are right now.
Yeah, I guess we never said where we are. We're actually in
Bali.
We're in Bali right now. Yes.
Yes. So, and our check-in luggage per person was $100 for a bag. So that was not like your $30 luggage or 35, whatever it costs right now in the US.
Yeah.
We have a few Russian people online. A Secret Avenger says, поздравляю вас обоих со свадьбой. Спасибо большое, очень приятно.
Thank you.
And also on Instagram, we have JB also saying, поздравляю вас обоих со свадьбой. Thank you so much. What search engine do you use for your deals for travel, like, for example, airfare? We use different engines. Google Flights sometimes is good. Sometimes you can also, if you don't mind travel budget airlines, you can also search, depending on the country, what is the budget airline for such country, or flying to such country.
So Europe is Ryanair, right?
Yeah, Ryanair. In Europe, as we found out, in Asia,
it's Air Asia.
Air Asia is budget airline, and they are worse than Ryanair, and they are worse than Spirit or Frontier.
Or Frontier in the US, yes. If you think in the US and Frontier and Spirit is bad,
no. Well, their seats are just a little bit more.
They're more comfortable. Yes, they're more padded.
They also have just this much space, and we had no idea. I mean, our flights weren't really that cheap, but it's still. They do not give you water on the flight.
And it's not even like it's a 2-hour flight. It's more like it's like a 4 or 5 hour flight. And they don't give you water. So in order for you to get water, you have to purchase it.
But you have to have cash with you. So if you don't have cash, die from dehydration.
Yeah, that's really strange to me. I would think water would be like the most basic thing you can ask for on a flight. I mean, I'm sure if you're
like, we don't mind paying. Okay, well, it's fine. We'll pay for a tiny bottle of water, but accept cards or something.
At the very least.
Yeah, if people don't have $1 with you.
Yeah.
We have some questions on Instagram. Chrissy is asking, when are you guys coming back to Belize? Lobster Fest is coming up.
Oh.
My God. Oh, we had so many lobsters
Oh my gosh.
in the Maldives.
Yes.
That was incredible. But back to your question, we don't really know when we're
Yeah,
going back
we're
to
not
Belize.
really sure yet. We are going back, that's for sure.
Yeah, at some point.
So let me just touch on this really quickly. So, talking about coming back to Belize. So, I'm not sure how many of you knew, but while we were in Portugal, my dad passed, and that's the reason why we left Portugal. We started at the north of Portugal, Porto, and we worked our way down to Lisbon. And while we were in Lisbon, my dad passed, so we had to fly into New York after staying in Lisbon. And so I told him, I had a conversation with him before he passed, and I said that because he was cremated, that I would take his ashes and I would take it to Belize and I would sprinkle it in the ocean because he was, he loved the ocean, he loved fishing. All of his friends were fishermen. They did lobster catching. They would set lobster traps and stuff like that. So that's all he ever spoke about in his life is just Belize, and how the fish and the seafood in Belize is so great. So when we do go back to Belize, that would be the primary reason that we're going because I have to fulfill that promise to him. And yeah, and we'll probably stay there for a little bit.
Shok is asking, when are you going to India?
India.
India, I'm a little scared to go to India, to be honest with you, because I heard a lot of stories, and as a woman, that you are not recommended to be walking along by yourself or things like that.
So there's a
I
lot of
don't-
things we don't know
yeah,
about
I
India.
don't really feel comfortable going to
But I'm
India.
sure we will get some insights about India as we get closer to figuring out what part of India we will go, but we will go to India at some point for sure. Let's see what else we
Going
have.
to Hawaii beginning of May, third time. They're going to be um, to rent a car this time. Any tips on how to get around staying? I don't understand. Are you going to rent a car or not? How to get around staying in Waikiki but want to venture out to Waimea Bay, for example? Things. They're
Third
going to
time.
be they are going to rent a car this time.
Any
So,
tips on how to
I
get
mean,
around?
if you're going to rent a car,
Yeah,
just
it's
drive.
easy. Just
Yeah.
drive around. Yeah, you
I
can get
guess
around.
you know what? Any tips? Go super early to beat traffic out of Waikiki because people are going to work. And try to maybe leave around 6:30. This way, you'll go out of the city, and it will be a much faster ride. Otherwise, you can really get stuck in traffic around between 7:30 and 9 or
Right.
even 10.
So let's get into talking about our wedding in the Maldives. We're gonna drop teasers because we don't want to give it all away because videos are gonna be coming out soon. But there's a few things that you're going to need to know about getting married in the Maldives that we were unaware of until we left after we got off our back-to-back cruise and went to New York. Irina did just enough research to find out some information that blew our minds about getting married in the Maldives. That's going to be in the video. That's also a teaser I'm dropping. But yes, we had no idea. Just put it this way.
We had to cancel our trip.
Getting married in the Maldives is not as straightforward as you may think for multiple reasons. And we explained this all in the video. What we're going to, I guess, what we were talking about this earlier today is that what we'll probably do is we're going to do a montage video of our wedding so you get to see like what it kind of was all about. And then in the follow-up video, we're going to break everything down for people who are actually considering getting married in the Maldives, what you need to know and how important it is for you to know these things. It's not even like, oh, you should know that if you go there, you're going to see this or you're going to do this. No, you have to know this information. Otherwise, you'd be buying a plane ticket to the Maldives and you're going to get the shock of your life. So, yeah, we almost made that mistake, but luckily that wasn't the situation. Thank goodness. Irina did a wonderful job. So, yeah, you're going to need to know about that. And I can't wait to put that video out as well.
After watching our wedding montage, then you really understand why
Yes.
we went to Maldives to get married, because we were asked this question so many times. why are you going to the Maldives to get married?
Right, right. And we heard a lot of people saying Maldives is overrated. And I'm gonna let you know right now, Maldives is not overrated
It actually exceeded our expectations.
by far. So if you are planning on doing your wedding in the Maldives, I suggest you do it.
Or just maybe going to the Maldives.
Oh yeah,
to
exactly.
do
Or just
it.
go and forget about the wedding.
It's
Yeah,
so
just
worth
go,
it.
go, 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 go. And of course, I think we created over 20 videos on the Maldives. We did the Maldives on resorts. So we paid upwards of X amount of dollars, which we're going to explain in our video. But let's just say it's high priced. And we've stayed on local islands where it's not even comparable in pricing. It's just really, really budget friendly. For those of you who want to experience Maldives on the budget, it is possible. And we had no idea till we got there. And our plan was to go there for a week, correct? We were going to get married and stay there for a week on the one luxury island that we were on. That totally changed. Once we started obtaining information from the local people, the staff that works at the resort, and other guests on the island, we right away went to a local island, experienced the local life because we didn't even know that was a thing. But yes, it is a thing. We experienced the local life and we just started island hopping. So 1 week that we were supposed to spend in the Maldives turned into
1 month.
1 month. We stayed in Maldives for 1 month to experience the culture, and it's so much information. Oh my gosh. You guys are going to love it though. So if you are thinking, oh man, I would love to go to the Maldives, but I just don't have the budget for that. We got you. We got you. You're going to be in the Maldives by next year. I promise.
Joy is asking, where are you staying in Bali? We actually arrived literally 2 days ago, and we're
Yes.
staying somewhere in
Canggu.
Canggu area.
Mhm.
Not sure what this area called exactly.
Mhm.
Brava or Baravo, something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, but it is in Canggu.
Mhm. Congratulations and love your videos on Oahu. Planning to go in October and have learned so much from you guys. Hope you can make it down to Australia. Cheers from the south coast of NSW.
Yes.
Well, we actually been to Australia and we loved it. And yes, we're actually not too far from Australia.
Yeah.
And I'm sure we'll actually make our way to Australia at some point.
We met a lot of Australians.
Oh yes,
Already.
here in Bali there are a lot of Australians.
And Maldives.
Mhm.
Yes, and Maldives. So I guess it's cheaper, and also India. So I don't know if you guys ever noticed, like whenever you travel somewhere foreign, you'll always kind of notice a larger demographic of a certain country around you in that place. So yeah, when we were in the Maldives, Russians, Indians, Australians, UK, Germans. So in that region, they all come right down to the Maldives. The flight time is less for them. It's like anywhere from 6 to like 11 hours if you're flying from the UK or Germany.
Well, India is only 1 hour flight.
India, right, is really close. So that's why you would see more of that demographic, which is really cool to see that.
Yeah. Go up to Sideman. What
Sideman.
is Sideman? It's somewhere in Bali. I'm not sure.
Is it in the Canggu area or is it in Bali? Let
Is
us
it
know.
a restaurant? Or?
Right. What are we gonna go see when we get to Sideman? Let us know.
Yolanda. Hey, going to Nigeria.
Nigeria for a
Wow,
wedding in
for a
September.
wedding.
Have you been there yet?
No.
But again, we met so many people from Africa, and they were telling us. I think right now, one of the main places on our radar for Africa is Zimbabwe, and that came from one of our cruise ship, one of the members on a cruise ship. And we spoke for hours about his country, and it just sounds so spectacular that has been on our radar now. We did a little bit of research on it, so we're definitely interested in that. But
what
Nigeria,
is this place called? Zanzibar?
Zanzibar. If anyone has been to Zanzibar or have done any research, let us know, because we're definitely interested in Zanzibar as well. And of course, Cape Town.
Yes.
But there's a lot of places to cover in Africa. So I think if we do go to Africa, we'll be hopping around there for a good probably 6 months. Oh, speaking about 6 months as well. So being here now that we're in Southeast Asia, we'll probably be staying here for a while. So most of our videos you're going to start seeing once we get into the Maldives videos, it's going to be, Bali and uh, Philippines, Thailand. Right. So that's kind of the direction we're heading right now, unless something
Vietnam.
changes.
Yeah. So as far as I know right now, we are allowed to stay up to 2 months. Well, it's 1 month's visa for the American passport, and then you can extend it for 1 more month. So we are here in Bali for 2 months.
Yes, we got a 2 months visa.
Well, we have right now 1 month's visa,
Well,
but we
1
have to
month.
extend.
We have to extend it, right? Exactly. And then you have to leave.
Yeah.
So we have up to 2 months before we leave.
Can't wait for the Maldives videos. Thank you so much. Oh, it's gonna be amazing.
It's gonna be, yes.
Like anywhere you look, it's like, wow, jaw dropping views.
Yes.
Thanks, you're so beautiful, lucky guy. Thank you.
Joy Miller says it's North Bali, Pitao Kikan, if I'm pronouncing it right. Check it out. Owned by locals. David Bowie and Mick Jagger stayed there. It's breathtaking. You won't regret it.
So I guess it's a kind of like scenic point.
Right. So we're going. Our friend is taking us to Uluwatu.
Tomorrow. Is it tomorrow? Tomorrow.
No, Tuesday. Isn't it Tuesday?
Oh, yes,
I've lost the days. Okay, it's Sunday for us now. It's Saturday for you guys. So yeah, on Tuesday, we're going to Uluwatu to see what that's all about.
And just to let you know, because we didn't really have good Wi-Fi in the Maldives, I didn't have a chance to post all the stories.
Yes.
We're still backed up on stories from the cruise, so I will finish up the stories from the cruise and then start posting Maldives stories on Instagram. So just stay tuned, and I will also create a highlight for Maldives.
Yeah, so if you guys on YouTube, if you haven't followed us yet on Instagram, do that, because we're usually up to date, except for now with the internet situation we have. But normally it's more up to date as far as where we are in the moment, because Irene is always posting stories and different things and first impressions, which are usually fun. So yeah, definitely check that out, and you'll kind of know what we're up to, more up to date, more current, as opposed to YouTube.
But here in Bali, so our plan is we rented an office here, and if you don't know, we work online, so YouTube is not our main source of income. We have an online company, so we will be mostly working on that for the next 2 months. But for Bali, instead of doing the long form of content, we will be doing more of a short form of content in terms of shorts. So if you have a YouTube app, if you look, they have vertical shorts, just like Reels or TikToks. It's under a minute content, so we will be more talking about Bali in shorter.
And also give us some feedback. Let us know if you guys would be interested in the short content that we do. Obviously, in YouTube Shorts, if you haven't seen it, as Irina mentioned, it's 1 minute or less, and it's just little bits of information as we go along. Those are so much easier for us to post on YouTube, because we could do it right on our phone. We get the shot and we upload it right away, so it can be much faster. But I know for some people who might not be used to it on our channel, because we haven't really been doing it too much, it could be different, because you might get a notification that say, hey, you Just Be Out has put out a video, and then when you watch it, it's only going to be a minute long, as opposed to our regular form content. So it's just something that's going to be different.
I miss all your Oahu videos. But
can't wait
to
see
Maldives. Oh, you're gonna love it.
Yeah,
we actually prefer Maldives.
Oh,
Hawaii.
Oh, she said it already. So we always get the question whenever we're doing lives, or also like whenever we're doing the Hawaii videos. People always like, well, we did Bahamas versus Hawaii. We did that live, and people, we were comparing the two, and the video actually did well, because people are always trying to compare everything to Hawaii. It seems Hawaii is at the center of the universe, and then everything springs out from there.
I think also because most of our subscribers came for Hawaii
videos.
That's
correct.
Why they also want to know, is it anything better than Hawaii?
Yes, they're different. So to be clear on what Irina said, and I agree with her, I agree that Maldives is better than Hawaii, but they are very different, and we will explain all that. And I don't know if we'll do a live explaining all the reasons why we feel Maldives is better than Hawaii, or we'll just create a video and then we'll put it out there, and then we'll compare the two, and we'll give you the reasons, list them. Why is it that we feel Maldives is better than
Well, Justin
Hawaii?
says, I love Kauai. LOL. But this is it.
Yeah, exactly.
Discussion's over.
Yes. Yvette says, I will be in Waikiki in June. Hope we are back and get to run into you guys. Unfortunately, you probably won't be running into us because we're on the other side. Well, we're not on the other side of the globe, but on the other side of Hawaii.
Oh, aloha from Sheraton, Waikiki. Aloha, Spec.
Aloha, Spec. So people are
Thank
already
you for
in
joining.
Hawaii.
Yeah, that's so awesome.
Yes. Andrew says, looking forward to watching the new video. Both my wife and I watched them together. I am always impressed by the in-depth information from you both. My wife always talked about the Maldives someday.
Yes.
Pack your bags, Andrew. You guys are gonna go. It's gonna happen.
Watching our videos.
It's gonna happen. Trust me. You're gonna be like, no way, this is not possible. It's possible.
Like, that is moving up on my priority list.
Yes, we're going back. Like there's no doubt about it. We're going back, and we already mapped things out the way how we're going to handle it, because all the information we've gotten on this trip, then the knowledge, it's like a no-brainer. A no-brainer. Oh my gosh, I can't wait.
Yes.
I'm probably more excited to put the video out than you guys, because I know you guys are going to be amazed at the information you hear, because there's really not. I'm not going to say there's not a lot of information about the Maldives, but it's in fractions, it's in pieces and bits. No one really has put it together in a comprehensive way that you can understand and really go in depth.
I think in America, a lot of people don't really. They see some social media and
right in social media you see the Maldives posts.
It's kind of like it is very far and it feels unreachable.
Yes.
And also
everybody and expensive.
Says, oh yeah. To go to Maldives, you have to spend over $1,000 for your stay per night, but a lot of people don't say that you don't have to. Right.
Yeah. So they only give you like a one side perspective on it,
and it feels unreachable and feels like, oh no, it's not for me. I will never spend that much money per night for a hotel.
So I think the best way to describe how we're creating the content on the Maldives is that we consider ourselves, we're not backpackers. We don't stay in hostels unless we have to, but we have not have to this point in our travels. And there's no other options. And we're not luxury as well. So there's the high and then there's the low, but no one really gives you kind of like in between, the medium. And I think in this series that we're putting together in the Maldives, that's really what we try to target, the middle, because we've done our research as well, and we've watched a lot of videos on the Maldives. And a lot of people, when you see, like if you search YouTube and you see, and you put in Maldives on a budget, you're going to get backpackers. You're going to get, 17, 18-year-olds going, backpackers that are just, and then you're like, okay, they're in the Maldives, but that's not the experience I'm looking for. I'm looking for something just a little bit higher, better accommodations where you really feel like you're in the Maldives. So that's really where we wanted to target. And of course, if you look up Maldives and you see all the resorts, you could see a stay could cost you thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars per night. So
yeah, there are some even $15,000 per night.
Exactly. So right there, now you're like, oh, well, yeah, that's unreachable. I'm not doing that. Forget about the Maldives as much as I really want to go. But that medium right in between, that sweet spot, that's what we targeted.
And all the budget that you have for Hawaii, trust me, you can do it in the Maldives.
Yes, and cheaper.
Yes.
And cheaper.
And
so again, that's putting it all into perspective. Yes. The money you would spend to go to Hawaii, you can do to Maldives. That was a good 100%. One. 100%. Yes.
All right, let's go over some comments.
Let's see where we're at. Just catting around says, aloha, congratulations to you both.
Thank you.
I will be in Hawaii in July, staying at the Hilton Hawaiian Village.
Nice.
And then what is it? And then Kahala?
Yeah.
Yes, Kahala's beautiful. Nice. You're going to love it there.
you can make it to Hilton Hawaiian and Kahala, you can make it to the Maldives.
That's true too. Maldives is my dream destination. Yep. If you can do those two
Coming soon.
hotels, oh my gosh, pack your bags, get ready to go to Maldives. Let's see what else we have. Sandra says, congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you.
Joy Miller, congrats to you, and how wonderful for you to do this in the Maldives.
Thank
Yes,
you.
yes, yes. It's gonna be amazing. And it's funny because when we were creating the videos on the Maldives, we were thinking, I don't know, will the videos even do good? Would people really even care? Because we know obviously the Maldives is like, oh, you see these, if you're in tune with social media, you see as you're scrolling, you'll always see these beautiful crystal clear waters and overwater bungalows. And sometimes when you have a perception about something, you either be intrigued and be like, oh my gosh, I only wish, or you're like, ah, yeah, unreachable, keep scrolling. That's all going to change, my friends.
And also, let's vote in the community for what day is best to do live stream.
Yes. So what I'm going to do is over the next day or two on our YouTube channel in the community, I'm going to create a poll because again, now we have an office, we have internet, we can pretty much go live any day of the week, but we want to go on a day that's best for most of our viewers. So I'll create a post. You guys will choose the day, the best day, whoever, whatever day wins the most votes is the day we're going to choose.
And it will be 8 p.m. Eastern time because
Right.
we have 12-hour difference.
Yes, there's a big time difference. So it'll always be at 8 p.m. We just have to figure out what day is best for you guys. So make sure you vote.
Yeah, or 9. I don't mind sleeping an extra hour.
Pascal says, I trust you guys. Already spoke to my daughter. Maldives will be next.
Awesome. Oh, so excited.
Oh my gosh. Yes, yes, yes. Kelly says, we'll be on Oahu on the 28th and for the third year. You're making my boyfriend want to look into the Maldives for our next trip.
Yes.
Yeah, make sure he watches these videos. Actually, it won't even be your boyfriend. When you watch the videos, that's all going to change. You might just, what is it? On the 28th. Okay, so
Yeah.
that's already close. That's baked in. Yeah, your next trip. So there won't be a fourth year. Your fourth vacation that will be in the Maldives. Guaranteed.
Maybe even this year.
Yeah,
later on.
exactly. I'll probably do some posts too, like what is okay, let's just do it right here. Let's do something really fun. So on Instagram and on YouTube, I'm just gonna ask a question and you guys just drop a comment below and let me know. When it comes to the Maldives, what is the number one thing that deters you from going there? So in other words, when you think Maldives, is it like, oh no, too expensive? You think Maldives? Oh no, too far. You think Maldives? Yeah, I just don't know too much about it. It's nice, but I don't know too much about it. So let us know in the comments right now, what is the number one deterrent that stops you from going to the Maldives? Cheryl already says cost.
Okay.
I think that would be the number one answer is the cost. Yep.
Expensive.
Deborah, expensive.
Okay.
Absolutely. So it's coming in. Anything?
Congratulations on your engagement. Well, we got married already,
Yeah.
but thank you.
Audrey says too far.
Too far.
It's legitimate.
Mm-hmm.
West Coast says cost. Yep.
Too far.
So it's
on
combination.
Instagram. Money.
Uh-huh. Yep. Distance. Uh-huh. We'll give you a moment for you guys to kind of plug in your answers because I know there is a delay here.
Oh, hi. We have code name Codex from our cruise. Which cruise were we on? I think on the Joy, right?
Joy,
Together.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Welcome. We are right now voting.
Yes, we're doing a vote. What is the number one reason, the number one deterrence to stop you from going to the Maldives? Is it cost? Right now, a lot of people are saying the cost. A lot of people saying the distance. Some people are saying, I just don't know that much about it.
Hello.
Says, but following and watching your channel grow has been great and informative. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we are actually approaching 30K.
Yes, yes. That's normally whenever we like every 10K, we normally celebrate. So we'll probably be back within the next day or two on the live. Don't be surprised if you see a post that says 30K celebration. Join us, and we'll
Yeah.
just come back on and chat for like a half an hour.
Yeah.
So we normally do that. So this is an interesting one.
Uh,
Passport.
yeah, yeah,
That's
I
an interesting
guess
one.
that's a good
So just
point.
catting around. Passport. What exactly is your issue
Well,
with
to
the?
Hawaii, you don't need a passport. From the US,
So
sounds
you
like.
have to have a passport, right? Because it's a part of the U.S. So,
Mm.
just catting around. Are you in the U.S. or are you international? That's interesting.
We have another vote here on the Instagram. Cost having to get around improved time off.
So getting the time off, but it's just like a
Yeah.
regular vacation. If you took a week off from and or even
No, a week is not enough.
yeah, well,
From the US to the Maldives is not enough to get a week because you need a day to get back. You need a day to go there, a day
so
to
you're
get
cutting
back,
into, so
and
you really
then
have
yeah,
5 days, and then you have to get acclimated to the
yeah,
time difference, which will probably take about a day or two.
yeah. This
Yeah,
is true.
yeah, that's a good point. Kid Dave says, "Congrats. Don't know enough about it. Looking
Mm,
forward to your videos."
thank
Yeah,
you.
that's a good
Okay.
one. Joy says, "No direct flights."
Yes, that.
That's a big one.
But you know what? We had such a wonderful flight.
Oh,
We had the best flight ever. Actually, we flew Etihad
yes, we
from
went
New
through
York,
from JFK.
and it was a 12-hour flight to Abu Dhabi, and it was the most comfortable flight,
Yes.
and we actually had regular seats.
Hmm.
It was super comfortable. They served so many meals,
Yeah.
and it's really cool. They have these masks for you for your eyes, and one says "Wake me up for the meal," and the other one says "Don't wake me up for the meal."
Yeah, which is really
So
cool.
yeah, it has a lot of like room. Has brand new TV with the entertainment. It was such an awesome flight. So 12 hours went by, and we're like, oh, we're already in Abu Dhabi. I wouldn't mind flying more.
Yeah, yeah, it was a really nice flight. Just catting around says, "I need to get one." Okay, I'm in the U.S. on the East Coast. Okay,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh my God, getting a US passport is the easiest thing ever. You can even get it in one day.
Yeah, you know what? I think so. There's a stat out. I don't know if someone can look it up because I don't want to jump off of this, but I need someone right now to Google this for me. How many? How what would be the? What is the percentage of
People in the
U.S.
US.
citizens that do not have a passport? You would be surprised how many people live within the United States and do not have a United States passport.
Mhm.
And the only thing stopping you is applying for it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, get actually applying for it. But some people are just like, I'm not really planning on traveling, so I don't need one. And then when you do decide, you know what, I want to travel abroad, and you get that itch, that travel itch to travel abroad, that's when you really kind of say, okay, let me go and apply for one. But get it, you should. Yolanda's asking, what hotel is better to stay in for first timers that will not break the bank? Are you talking about the
Oh yeah.
Maldives
Yeah.
or
Bali.
Hawaii or Bali or Joyce from Canada? Oh, no direct flights from Canada is, I guess, the
Yeah,
relation.
US
Yes,
as
yes,
well.
yes, US as well. So that's all a part of it. And yes, you know what? Traveling, flying to another country for a lot of people, once they realize how many hours or
Mhm.
stopovers, for some people, that's a deal breaker. They're like, there's no way I'm going to be traveling like we did,
Mhm.
22 hours from JFK to the Maldives. Two flights, well, three flights because we took a seaplane.
Oh yes.
Right. So three
Well, that
flights.
that plus an extra
Yeah,
time
that
then.
plus extra time. Exactly. So just the traveling to get to the destination, you're
It
like, oh
sounds
hell
like a
no.
lot.
It sounds like a lot, but it
It's
really
not.
isn't. Yeah. I think you're just putting blockers in front of you. Like I can't sit on an airplane for 6 hours or 7 hours
12
or 12
hours.
hours or whatever it might be. It's just 12
Mhm.
hours. Think about the nothings you do in just 12 hours. Probably sitting in your office seat is just as bad. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
again, at the
Yeah,
end of the
think about
rainbow,
if anybody have a desk job and you are sitting for 8 hours
that's already 8 hours and you're
and
working.
or when you have a day off and you binge watching some movies for the entire day, you can binge watch it on the plane.
On the airplane, exactly. So it's really not that bad. And then when you land, you are where you need to be and you start an awesome time. So think about it that way. Just change the
And also,
mindset.
Etihad, another amazing thing about it is that they allow you 2 check-in bags for free.
Yes, that's a big one.
Amazing.
Yes, that's a big one. That is a big one. Let's see.
And Emirates is supposed to be even better than Etihad. So
yeah.
if you're flying from the US, make sure you fly Etihad or Emirates.
Emirates, yes.
Well, Qatar also is supposed to be really good.
Joy says here in Canada, your passport is good for 10 years. Seniors need to get them here if they want to pick up the winnings at the casino. That's so funny. That's so funny.
About casino.
So we got someone did the search. Thank you so much, Cheryl. Google says about 56% of U.S. citizens do not have a that just gave me goosebumps. You see this? You see this? That's goosebumps. 56%.
That's a lot.
Get your passport, please.
And just be out with us.
And just be out. That's it. That's it. West Coast also, it looks like he did it, and it says the U.S. State Department estimated that 30% of the population had only 37% has a valid passport. Damn, valid. That means they had the rest had it, and then they just didn't even renew it.
Yeah.
So that's another thing. Let's see. Pascal asks, is there any other interwoven activities besides water? And I'm assuming it's in the Maldives. Yeah, you're talking about.
The resorts offer you different type of activities and classes as well, and
Yes.
they are complementary.
Uh-huh.
But as far as water activities, many people think just like snorkeling or diving, or what else do you have, like kayaking and paddleboarding. But the range of water activities in the Maldives range even more than that.
I wasn't really expecting that.
Yeah. They even have, what is it? They have wakeboarding. They have, what is that jet?
The one where you kind of strap your boots in and then you go up and it.
Yeah, they have that.
So
I mean, I don't know. You're not into water. If you're not into water, then Maldives is probably not
Maldives
for
is
you.
probably But I mean, again, you guys know I'm not like a really good swimmer at all. Whenever I go in now, I'm getting more comfortable and I wear a life vest. Irina doesn't. But I had that wasn't even in my thought when I was there. We actually went snorkeling with a whale shark.
That was wow.
A whale shark.
You're gonna have to see that.
If you don't know what a whale shark is, Google it. I think it's the largest fish on Earth, and it grows up to 55 feet, I believe. So yeah, life-changing experience. We'll never forget it. It is the most amazing thing. And if you ever go to, we're going to push that. You're going to see that video and you're going to want to do it. Because remember when we were in Hawaii, we did the shark cage. And some of you guys thought we were nuts.
Yeah.
And I agree with you till the point of when we actually did it. And we explained it in that video. So for those of you going to Hawaii, check that video out. It's something you should definitely do when you're in Hawaii.
So Yolanda says Maldives.
Where are we seeing that? Where are we seeing that?
The last one. She asked, "What's the hotel that doesn't break your bank?"
Oh,
it's Yolanda. There's just so many options. You can get
it's
like
for everyone.
What is it called? The guest house, right?
Like
Airbnb, starting from $30 a night.
Yes.
Hotels, even $70 a night. I mean, of course, they are like, budget hotels, but resort hotels, you can find a resort hotel even for $100 a night.
Yes.
And everything from $100 to, I don't know, 15, 20,000 a night.
Yeah.
Everything in between.
And we covered all that. And just so you guys have a little bit better understanding about the Maldives a little bit, is that it's kind of like, it's almost like, think of Hawaii, but way more islands, and how you have Oahu and you have Kauai and Maui. Think of those as opposed to kind of like they're like in a volcano because they have, it's from a volcano. These are flat. and they're called atolls. So you'll see that the more you start doing research on Maldives, you'll see the word atoll. And basically, what you want to explain what an atoll is?
So atoll is a group of islands um, forming a circular or oval shape, and there are just like a ring, almost like a ring shape. And there are 26 atolls in the Maldives, and they go in two rows.
Right.
So each atoll has many islands.
Many little islands on it. Some of them are uninhabited, some of them are locally inhabited, and some of them are resorts. So in each atoll, think of each ring going up a stretch in a line. Each of those rings contains a bunch of little private islands, uninhabited islands, and resort islands. So what you choose makes a huge difference. The resort you choose or the island you choose makes a huge difference. And we did not know this, but it worked out for us perfectly for what we wanted to do when we thought about the Maldives. One of them being the whale shark. It just so happens we chose the right atoll where the whale sharks are. So depending on what you want to do, and we're going to break this all down, you need to choose the right atoll to go to, because an atoll could be hours apart where you have to actually fly to get there. You can't take a speedboat to get there. So yes.
And Yolanda says, hey, I did 10 hours to Hawaii. I'm sure I can sit for 12. Yes.
Thank you. Yes, that's the attitude. Tanisha, cheese.
Oh, Tanisha, hi.
Hope Gianna's watching.
Yeah. I sent you a message on WhatsApp, Tanisha.
Yeah. Check your WhatsApp. So Cat Around just says, yes, we dived the shark cage last year and doing it in July in Hawaii.
Yes.
Because we saw it on your video. It was an amazing experience.
Thank you.
That's awesome. Yes. If you are going to Oahu, do the shark cage.
Delina says aloha.
Aloha.
Isaac
in the building.
Hi.
It looks like everyone's waking up now.
Yeah, right.
This is prime time for everybody. We're like just getting into the flow of things. Like, again, just to recap for those who are joining us, the time is now 8:53. We are in the future.
Yep.
We are in the future. So for us, it's already April 2nd. I know for you, most of you guys, it's still April Fool's Day.
Aloha from Florida, and big congratulations on your marriage. Thank you so
much. Thank you. Let's see. Let's catch up on some more comments here.
But we've been alive for almost an hour,
yeah.
And I am starving.
Have to feed the queen.
Yes. So we are going to have breakfast very soon, but
we'll close this out in about an hour. So our lives are usually an hour, so we're about 7 minutes away from closing out this live.
If you have any questions, hashtag Q.
Now's the time to get it in.
And also, so we are getting really close to our 30,000 subscribers on YouTube. We thank you all so much for supporting us.
Yeah.
And it's just so amazing. It's been an amazing journey. And if you've been following us, you know, every 10K, we have a tradition to celebrate you with champagne. So that celebration is coming. I don't know if I can drink in the morning like that.
Yeah, it would be really, we'll probably do a mimosa. So we'll probably have to sprinkle a little bit of orange juice in our champagne.
But what we can do is we can actually reverse it, do the live on your morning and our evening for that one celebration.
Yeah, we could probably do that.
But we'll see. You guys going back to Europe? Yes, at some point. Again, we are planning to travel for about 3 years for now.
Yes.
Full time. The next 6 months we will spend in Southeast Asia. Probably, Bali 2 months, 2 months Thailand, 2 months Vietnam, and then we'll see where else we're going to hop on from there. What's your next destination? Whichever is the cheapest flight we will find from Bali, then that would be our next destination.
Right. Joy says Uluwatu is great for sunset at the temple. It's a must for the cold. Okay, nice. Actually, I know our friend is actually picking us up in early morning, because she said to get there takes about an hour and a half. And it's great in the morning. We're going to have breakfast there and kind of see the sights. So it'll be interesting. Again, while here in Bali, though, it's going to be a little bit different for us because we rented an office space, which is where we're at now, and we're going to be doing a lot of working. So we won't really, the videos that we're going to produce in Bali is going to be a lot of the shorts that Irina mentioned. So we're just going to be producing a lot of these 1 minute clips as we go along and see different things, and that's what you're going to be seeing along the way. So don't be surprised.
When we do a trip like that for a day trip,
right, then we'll definitely capture it for sure.
Oh, poke
Yes.
them, then smoke them.
Hey!
Hey, hi you guys. Good watching all your awesome octopus videos.
Yeah,
and
guys, if you haven't seen Smoke 'em Poke 'em on
poke them, then
Poke 'em then smoke them. Yes, on YouTube
and Instagram too.
and on Instagram. Awesome underwater. He's on Oahu and he goes hunting for octopus, and the images are
Poke them,
then smoke them. Yes, it is amazing. It's so cool. We wanted to collab with him while we were in Hawaii, but it just didn't happen. But we wanted to collaborate with him and go octopus hunting.
Yeah.
It was
next time when we're back to
oh,
Oahu,
we'll make it for sure.
Yeah,
we'll make it happen.
for
Absolutely.
sure.
Absolutely. Charity said, congrats to you both, waiting to see the Maldives. Gee. Awesome. All right. So let us know if you guys have any last minute questions. If not, we're going to close this one out.
Yeah,
of course,
so
we thank you guys for joining us. And I know
so
some of you probably
finally
thought, are they really going to go live this time?
Yeah.
And we apologize for that because we did set up multiple lives over the past 2 months and it just never happened. So, yes, we're good now. We're in an office space. When we say we're going to go live, you can be here. Yeah. Joe says, enjoy your time in Bali. Wishing you the best. Thank you so much. So now we're going to figure out for next week which day works best for most of you, either Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, and it will be 8 p.m. Eastern time. Mm-hmm. Hello, Ali. Are we going to do Friday, Saturday, or Sunday? Because if we're here in Bali and then there's an event that we would have to go to, probably would be on the weekend, no?
I don't know, depending on the event, but during the 2 months we're here, it's not an event and it's morning for us. So.
Right. Okay. Well, we'll figure it out. Again, on YouTube and Instagram, head over to YouTube. In the community, I'm going to create a poll right after this video, and you just vote on which day works best for you.
On Saturdays, you're already voting. Thank you.
We'll cast your vote on that, and that's when it's going to matter.
We are in the future, so for us it will be Sunday.
Yeah, it'll already be a different day for us. Yes. So. Mm-hmm.
All right, thank you so much all for joining. It was really awesome to be live again and
reconnect.
I'm so excited that we are back for the next 2 months at least. Mm-hmm. We are back on our live stream schedule. Yes.
So right now, I know the topic has been Maldives. Most of everyone is talking about the Maldives, and of course us as well. But keep in mind, the vlogs that we are putting out now currently is on the Voyagers of Sea. So all you cruisers out there. The next videos that are coming out is going to be probably a port of call, videos to look out for, and the interview with our staff, the crew on the Voyager of the Sea. Make sure you check that out. It's very interesting. Also, the pros and cons. If you are traveling on the Voyager, you're going to want to watch that, the pros and cons of the Voyager. And after that, we head back to Puerto Rico, where we went to one of the most beautiful beaches in the world in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, it's an island. I thought Puerto Rico was just one island, but they actually have another 2 islands.
Vieques and Culebra.
Yes.
Or maybe more. Yes. But yes, we did do that. So that's a one-off vlog. You'll be able to see what that's all about. Or really interesting. Or maybe 2 offs. Yes. So, you'll be catching up. But yes, just look out for that. And of course, Maldives series. That's going to be a big one.
Yeah. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you all. It is breakfast time.
Yes.
We'll see you next week.
Yes.
Bye.
Cheers. Bye.
And I will disconnect Instagram right now. Thank you so much. Bye. We'll see you guys soon.
See you in the next one, guys. Thank you for joining.